Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day today. It's freezing here where I am. Let me know how you guys are doing. All right, I've got to measure this. I'm going to see what my measurement is here. Measuring tape. Hello, hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome in. All right, I got to measure. Am I going to be able to measure on my lap? All right, a few more rows. Hello, Summer Weeds. How are you? Donna, hello. Hello, guys. How are you? Oh, it is cold here. You guys said it's nice and warm. I can't believe you guys say it's like 70 and 80 degrees on the East Coast. It's freezing here on the West. Oh, it's cold. Oh, and earlier we were all talking about the pretty yarn for the beanies. And it's Big Twist, is it called Winter? Are they all called Winter? Big Twist Winter. These are the yarns that I was making the beanies and the ear warmers. Can you see how beautiful that is? Look at the sparkle on that one. This one, the colorway is confetti, holiday confetti multi. That one's this one, holiday confetti multi, and it has like a sparkle to it, if you can see. A little bit of sparkle going in there. And then, hello Moon Silk. And then this one is called Gray, Green, White, and Red. And they're both Big Twist. But I have a bunch of different colors of this. And it seems to me that I saw that somebody made some granny square, no, not granny squares. Was it granny squares? Somebody made some big squares. I'm not sure what the motif was. If it was just like a granny square, if it was a flower or whatever type of square. But they made a bunch of big, bulky, chunky squares using this. And then they made a blanket. And I thought, oh, that would be cute. But the only thing is, I can see this being very like staticky, this yarn. Because it's, let me see what it's made out of. Polyester. Okay, it has polyester in it. So it's anti-pilling, it's acrylic, 90%. Okay, this is 90%, 97% anti-pilling acrylic and 3% polyester. And then this one is 80% premium acrylic and 20% wool. And they're giving me static electricity vibes from here. But I think they would be cute as a hat, or like I've made beanies and I've made ear warmers. I don't know about a blanket, because to me this would be like one of those blankets that would give you shocks. Anybody else get shocks like constantly? I'm always getting shocks. Hello, hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? It's me, the Beast. Hello, how are you? We're not going to talk about politics here, so you can either join us talking about crochet or go to a page where they talk about politics. Yep, so we're not talking politics here. Hello, Aspen, how are you? How are you? Thank you guys. I like her glass. Thank you, Eden Smith. These glasses are from Amazon, and I just searched. If you go to my TikTok, there's a LINK in my LINKTREE. I don't know if we can say all those words on here, but anyway, they are there. Hello, Dee. Dee, everything went well. So I did do my TikTok live, and everything went well. There were no problems, I don't think. Today, so I'm glad about that. Yeah, I do make blankets. Yeah, are you a crocheter or a knitter? So I have this scrappy blanket right here that's crocheted. It has a scarf on it. So that blanket right there. And then I've also made a big blanket. Let me get it. Of the big blanket yarn. Actually, it's not even the biggest blanket yarn. This one is the blanket yarn that's not so bad. And I can't remember what I used, but this one is so, so, so soft. But this isn't the huge blanket yarn. Hello. Oh, thank you so much. You like my voice? Oh, thank you, because I cannot stand hearing my own voice. This one's available also. So this blanket, which I used to have folded and now it's not folded. This one is extremely heavy. I I'd almost want to say it's like a weighted blanket. It's so heavy. These crochet blankets are really good for people who want like a weighted blanket feel because they're heavy. So this one's available in the multi-green. If I get closer, it looks better. Because if I go like out here, then it sort of looks pixelized. So this one's available. It looks really weird when I go out here. This one's available and the big scrappy blanket is available. All right. I'm not going to make any more blankets until they sell. Because I just don't have the room. I don't have the room for blankets. Dee, do you have any blankets that you keep, that you make for your stuff? There for a bit. Yeah, everybody was good. About to finish a blanket in a size 6. Nice. It worked up fast. Yeah. Hello, Rita. How are you? Ivory's here. Dee's here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Laxman. Dee. Ivory, hello, Rita. Oh, I am freezing and I just turned up the heat even more. We are having a cold snap here. I know. I know. There's a timeout. And if you're bad, you're going to be put in the timeout. So we're here to talk about crochet or knitting or crafting. But you don't have to be a knitter or a crafter or a crocheter. If you just want to come in and hang out. But these are the rules. You have to be kind and you have to be respectful and nice. And we're not going to talk about politics or anything like that, especially today, because I don't want to offend anybody. Right? There's great people on both sides and I don't want to offend anybody. So we're just going to keep it craft, crochet, knitting topics. And we're going to be kind to everybody. And if you're not, you're going to get the boot. Aspen or Dee will give you the boot. Oh, yes. Yes. And Kimberly. So we have Aspen, Dee, and Kimberly in here. Oh, I think everything went well on my TikTok, so I was glad. Yeah. It's so good to be on the TikTok live again. All right, so for my hours on here, I've racked up, it's going to November. Where did you get to the disco balls? I got these at Five Below. Are you in the States? Do you have a Five Below near you? Or you can find them at Michael's has disco balls. I haven't seen any at the dollar store. So I got these from Five Below. And I've gotten some little ones like these ones and the ones I have hanging behind you, the camera, at Michael. Or I think you can get them online really, really cheaply if you order them from like Amazon. But they're not expensive ones. I wish they would turn. They don't turn. I mean, they would if I went up there and spun them, but they sort of just are stagnant. I have never used a Centro Hope, but I do have, yeah, TJ Maxx sometimes has some. Yeah, or I got a mushroom. The last time I was at TJ Maxx, I got this pink mushroom there. I love this one. It's so pretty. And I've got a silver one that I got somewhere else. I think I got the silver one from Joanne in their decoration department, but I think I got this one at TJ Maxx. And I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know about the message link. And Hope, I have an Addy. I have two Addies. I have the large Addy, which is something like a 46 pin, 42, 46. I can't remember. I can't remember what the pin count is. It's the big one, the Addy, the King. And then I have the baby. So I have the baby and the baby and the King. The baby is a 22. I remember that, but I can't remember the exact. I have not seen that movie yet. No, I think my daughter did. I think she said it was okay. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, okay. Yeah. And Hope, you might want to try, let me show you the oil that I use for my machines. All right, and this is a clear acrylic oil. So this is not going to be like a greasy oil, like if you think of like a canola oil or something like that, how it would be greasy and stain the yarn or something like that. You're gonna finish, yeah, and don't think you have to finish on my account. So put it away, Dee. Put it away if you don't want to finish it. I'm plugging along on mine. And I like to have mine shorter because I'm so short, but I think people like it a longer, so I'm making it longer for people who have longer arms. This is the oil that I use. Okay, it's called acrylic pour oil, Pour, and this is made for sewing machines and knitting machines. It says the perfect silicone oil for acrylic pouring. Custom oil designed to create movement and assist in the creation of cells. I don't know what any of that's talking about. I don't know what there's, I don't know what that means, but anyway, it's clear and it does not leave any greasy residue and it does not get on the yarn. Yeah, I have not seen it. I have not seen the new Beetlejuice either. No, the last movie that I went to see was the movie that was, it was called We Live in Time, I think it was, and it was super sad. But this is the oil that I use, Hope. I ordered it from Amazon. It was very cheap and it's see-through. It's like no color. And it is non-greasy and it will not get on your yarn and it will just make your machine work like so smooth. And you just put a little drop of it along where you have the things that come up. You don't have to take your it apart or anything. Yep, you just drop it. See this little squeeze thing in here? So you just put a tiny little bit. I don't even know if I used that. Maybe I just dropped it from this. Anyway, it has this, and you just put the tiniest little bit and see how it's dripped in here. It's very see-through. You just put a tiny little bit on. Let me show you on the mini one. I haven't used it on my mini one, but you don't have to take your machine apart. And you're just going to put just like a little drop in each of these little places. And it doesn't get on your yarn at all, or just the tiniest little drop, like right here. I didn't know where to put it either, but I just did it. And then you spin the thing around and it'll be really smooth. I hope that helps you. Let me put my oil away. Oh boy. Yeah, and I want to get working on I want to work on my other 2 patterns. Other 3 patterns, I should say. I want to do this. I want to do the neck warmer, and I want to do a shawl with that pattern. Yeah, and it wasn't expensive, and it doesn't get goopy. That was the oil to go on to my Addies. Because if you don't use your Addies, for some reason they get clunky. Like when you start turning them, they'll be really loud and chunky and they'll drop stitches because of the hook mechanism isn't coming up. But if you put a tiny little bit of that oil, it makes it go really smooth and you don't drop stitches and it's quiet. It's nice and quiet. And you can use them on knitting machines also. You know, like sewing machines, I want to say. Sewing machines. Yep, mine. Hello, Rajan. My 22 pin I've never used. Never used it once. My King, my Addie King, I bring it out in the winter time. So I don't use it all summer long, and then I'll bring it out in the winter. And this was the first year, I think it's 3 years old, that I've had to oil it. And it just makes it really nice and smooth and quiet. Never seen one. I thought knitting was what you, okay, that, we're talking about a knitting machine, like an Addy. Have you, let me pull my Addy out. Let me pull my big one out. It's underneath the table. All right, it's clamps on. You have to clamp this on, or people usually clamp it onto a table, and I've lost the space now for it. But this is my big Addy. I make the cat pillow covers. I'm sold out right now, but this is the big Addy. And if I had time, I would count the pins. And this is the Addy, this is the king, whatever it is. I wish it would say like on it, like how many, I think it's 46 pin, I want to say, maybe, I can't remember. I want to put it right back there. Yep. I only use mine for the ear warmers that I showed earlier. I'll show you what I make with those. I make these with them. All right, and if you're using that Addy, the big one to make these that you see everywhere, every Tom, Dick, and Harry uses these, sells these. So don't think you're gonna make a lot of money selling these because everybody sells them. But you cannot change this measurement. That circle knitting machine will give you this measurement, and it makes it a tube. So here's the tube, all right? It's a tube, and you cannot change this measurement across. This is like 5.5, whatever it is. You can't change this. You can only change this measurement. 46. I think it's a 46. All right, so I could make this shorter or longer, but I can't make it, I can't change this, all right? And these are the big ones that sort of cover the whole back side of your head and then go up here. I think there's a, I don't know if there's 42, 46, there's different number ones. I have the bigger one, 46, yeah, I have the 46 pin. I don't do a lot of custom work because I just don't have the time. But I can make it smaller, or I can make it bigger this way going across, but I can't change this number. Now the small one, yeah, like Aspen just said, the mini is going to give me one that's, I think it's going to be this width. So they're going to be smaller, narrower ones like this. I just haven't used it yet. I haven't broken it in yet. And these have not been great sellers either. I think if I was at a market, these might sell better, but there's just too many people selling this exact thing. And they're doing a much better job than I am with all the different colors and styles and everything. And this just isn't on my priority list because I've got too much going on. All right, and I want to say that when I took my break that I just did, I put a list on my phone of crochet projects that I want to do. So I can't say anymore that I don't have a list. I have the list and it's on my phone. But when I was making my list, I couldn't remember all the stuff that I wanted to make. I've got to try the smaller one. And what I wanted to do was make a tube scarf. And I ordered one from Crochet Chicalicia, which is the exact same thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to do like orange, Halloween colored ones and Christmas colored ones, but I haven't had the time. I have not had the time to break out my Addy and start working on it. And I've never used my tiny little baby Addy. I got it for Christmas. I want to say, I don't know if I got it this Christmas past. Maybe I did. Maybe I've had it for almost a year and I've never used it, which is sad. I think I got it for last Christmas. It was on sale. I bought one. It wasn't horrendously expensive, but I got it and I've never used it. And because I've been so busy doing like all these other projects that I do that I've never gotten it. And plus you need to clamp it to a table. And I'm like, I don't have like a spare place. I'd have to like put it here. And then once you sort of clamp it, it's in the way because it's quite large. Like I just picked it up. So it's like, it takes up almost It used to be hooked to our kitchen table for years, and I would use it out there. And it really, in the wintertime, I loved using like my yarns up that maybe I had a half a roll or half a skein, and I'm like, oh, I'll mix this color with this color. And I used it, and what I would do would get on like, okay, I'm gonna use this all day or all weekend or something. And then I'd make them, and they would just wouldn't sell. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna move on to different projects. No, no cakes. I mean, no, no pets. Thank you. Thank you. Is it Rika? Rika Life? Or Rika? Is it Rika or Rika? Thank you. I don't like making these cakes, so I have a caker, a winder, and I don't mind winding, but I don't like using the cakes once it's like this. They tend to fall apart no matter how tight I make them and how secure I make them. Sometimes if I'm using from the outside loop, sometimes the center loop will get loose, and then once it gets loose, there's no real way to like rewind it like with your hands, so I just put them into balls. Oh, nice. Oh, you're doing for the NICU and the cancer patient. Oh, nice, Rika. That is wonderful. Well, welcome, and I'm glad you're watching me. I love all of my people that watch me are basically other crocheters. When I first started my channel on TikTok, I thought, oh, people that want to buy my stuff will see me making it, and they'll see me making this stuff and they'll want to purchase it. But what it's turned into is they're all crocheters that watch. And so we really don't, I mean, we do buy, some of us buy from each other, but it's not like I thought, okay, everybody will see me making the stuff and they'll want it. And basically, we're crocheting for other crocheters, and other crocheters are our friends, and we have a crochet community, and we just support each other, and that's basically what it is. Nope, I do not. Hello from the Blue Islands, Illinois. Hello, Daryl. How are you? I do. Yeah, and I don't want to answer a lot of personal questions because they'll tell you not to answer a ton of personal questions on YouTube. All right, so I do have to do a few more rows of this. I'm trying to make my ponchos a little bit longer for people who are taller, bigger, who have longer limbs. So I think the measurement that I'm trying to get to, I think my last one, this one was like 21 inches. You are welcome. Yeah, no problem. I just don't want to. They tell us on YouTube to not give out a bunch of personal information. So I'm just trying to. I'm trying that. I tend to like talk about everything forever and just go on and blab, and I'm just trying to watch what I say on here. Oh, now my husband is asking me if I'm free. Okay, no, I'm not free. All right, so I already did my TikTok live this morning. That went well. So I'm going to be doing this again. I'm trying to rack up my 4,000 watch hours, and I'm on 1882, and that's up till November 1st, I think is where they have. And like in real life, what is the date? Is it November, whatever it is? I think they're like 5 or 6 or so days like behind. So I probably have more hours, but they've only counted up to November 1st so far. November 6th, yeah. So they're about 5 days behind. So maybe I have 2,000 hours already. I don't know. So this afternoon, I have to make a snood for somebody, a black infinity scarf, and they want 4 tassels, and then I have to finish this poncho, and I want to start writing my patterns for my other couple items that shouldn't be too hard to like adapt that first pattern into something else. I know I'm almost at half, like maybe I am at half like right now, but they just haven't caught up to where I am. So just assuming that I'm half, maybe I'm halfway there, and I think I've been doing lives. I think the lives are helping me getting some watch hours, so I'll just try to do lives each day. And then I've seen a video of somebody on YouTube saying that she got to her 4,000 watch hours and she got monetized. And then what did she say? I think she got busy with life and she didn't post anything for a little bit and they took it away. So I guess you have to keep up the 4,000 hours. Um, I think they said, I don't know if how they gauge it, how often you have to have the 4,000 watch hours. But if you start losing like a bunch of watch hours and bunch of views and stuff like that, you'll lose your monetization. And like I said, when I heard that, I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna have to like work forever to try to keep this? But it is what it is. I'm not even gonna worry about it if I lose it because I'm just sort of putting it as a goal to reach the 4,000 watch hours. And then if I can't keep it up, I can't keep it up. I'm not gonna make it like a job doing it, you know. But I see that some creators, like this is their full-time job. Their husbands have let them quit their jobs and they stay at home and they're just a full-time content creator and they get to just make videos all day long and do that. And yeah, I'm not working and I could do that, but I'm working on so many other projects like to sell and orders that I don't have time just to make videos all day long and edit them because I'm making orders. I'm packing orders, I'm making orders, I'm selling stuff and I'm making product for inventory. So I don't know how they have, I don't understand how they have time for all of it. I don't know. Maybe they've got the procedure down that it's easier for them. But for me, making the few videos that I have, I've heard that as long as you post twice a week, you're safe. Yeah. Hello, Shitaka. How are you? Yeah, I don't want it to be like something like that's a burden that's overwhelming to me because I have the TikTok and I have the YouTube and maybe the people that have the YouTube channels don't have a big, I don't know, some of them have big IG accounts. I don't understand how they do it all. I really don't. Because I can barely keep up as it is. I don't know. Maybe they have less orders. You know, maybe they're making stuff and they're selling it at markets and they don't have all the packing videos and the custom orders and stuff. I'm not sure. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just use whatever. Yeah, and if you see that your work is, if it's working up too tight, you can just go up a hook. And if it's working up too loose, you can go down a hook. Because I think you said you have a problem with tight tension. So if you're ever working on a project and it's coming out too small or too tight, just rework it in a larger hook. And then if your project that you're working on is way too loose, then redo it in a smaller hook. Yeah, because you could make an item in a 4 hook, you could make one in a 5 hook, a 6 hook, a 7 hook, all the same items using the same exact stitches and patterns, and they're all going to be different sizes. Shitaka, are you working on anything? What are you guys working on? What projects? Dee says she's trying to finish the poncho. It's coming out small and tight. Yep, just redo it in a bigger size. I almost never. It recommends a 2 millimeter. What are you trying to make using a 2 millimeter? I would have to like search my house to find a 2 millimeter. Are you doing a hair scrunchie or a facial round or something? I think you were talking the other day. Hello. Hi. For males, for male gifts. Do we have any guys on here that crochet for your bookmarks? Yeah. Yeah. So Rajan used almost like a thread type for her bookmark that was really, really small. So I would only think thread. Something really small would use a 2. You got to make something really tiny with a 2. For a guy, guys like neck warmers. I don't know if they like ear warmers. I would have to search for guy stuff. I don't know. I think I saw YouTube. I would search on YouTube. I would just search crochet guy gifts and see what comes up. And let us know, Connie, what you find. I bet you there's stuff that we don't even know. My husband says he wants a neck warmer. Yes, experimenting. Yeah, I would not use a 3.5. Yeah, I'd use what is going on with my glasses? Why do I have a film on my glasses? I do not understand this. I use a 6. I use a 4 weight worsted yarn and I use a 6. Now the other day I couldn't find my 6 because I had it with another project and I used a 5 and I don't like how it came out. So I would use a 6 millimeter. And you can use 2 yarns at the same time. If you need to like double your yarn, you can do that. I've never done it with a scrunchie, but I'm assuming it's possible. All right, that's better. Okay, whenever I do that, when it's dry season, I can feel my eyelashes being static charged, pulling like the static pulling my eyelashes close to my eyeglasses. Yeah, beanies, beanie hats. Yep, beanie hats, neck warmers, scarves. Lots of men in my family are outdoorsy, so I'm making bright orange hunter. Yeah, the bright orange. Yep, I have some of these that I made with hunter orange and camo. These styles, but I don't think men wear these. I mean, I guess they could, but I don't think they do. You'd have to get a different style. I'm gonna do like if I did one for men, I'd make it like I don't know. I don't know what manly stuff looks like, but we gotta find out. Oh, a lot of cup coasters. Yeah, do men get those? I would search crochet men projects. Agree. Yeah, agree. I absolutely do. Yes, absolutely. But we're not gonna. We're here to talk about crochet and knitting and crafting and stuff like that. Golf club covers. Oh, that would be cute. Kimberly, golf club covers. I never thought of that. Yeah. I don't know anybody that golfs though. I'm not a big, even though we live almost, we're not on the golf course, but the golf course is across the street. I don't golf. Neither does my husband. Sophie likes to golf, but she doesn't do that occasionally. Yeah, blankets, socks, beanies, scarves, working on a sweater vest, finishing up filling my display for the store. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it. Oh, and I think they wear like a vest type thing. I've had a guy come on to my lives asking if I made like a vest. And I've seen, has anybody watched one of the designer shows? They wear like a crochet vest. That would be cool to make. But men have different shaped bodies. Men are basically square and women have curves. And so when you're making something for a man, I think there's different dimensions or something, and they have a different shape. So I don't know if you'd have to have, I don't know if the patterns, if you could have a girl pattern, I don't know if a girl pattern would fit on a man's body. I think they're a little bit a different idea, but I think I have seen a lot of men wear a vest, like a crochet vest. Oh, I will tell you, I made a beanie hat for my daughter's boyfriend, and it was one of, yeah, they kind of like bigger because I've had my husband try on like a boho top to like get the size. I'm like, okay, I'm not a large person, can you try it on? And it looked weird, like totally weird on him. um what was I just saying? Oh, I made a hat, but I made one of the hat that had all the different, like, if you were using scrap yarn and had like every row was like maybe 4 inches of a different color, and it was like Mew Mew or something like that. It's like $1,000 hat, but it's all scrappy, but the scraps are like teeny tiny spots. So every 4 inches it was changing color, and that's what I did. I changed colors like every 4 inches, going round and around and around, and I made this beanie. I think I made it as a, did I make a beanie or a bucket hat? One of the other. I can't remember what style I made, but it was too big for me and too big for Sophie. And her boyfriend has like a bigger size head, and it fits him perfectly, and he wears it like all the time, and he loves it. So they do wear hats. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Guys, I don't know. You'd have to ask like a guy. I don't know. Coasters, yeah. maybe, you know what would be really cute? And Aspen, this might be cute for you because you're in like a rural area, is Sasquatch. So if you could find like a Sasquatch design and make, I think guys like Sasquatch. And if you could make like brown and dark green and blue, like something with a Sasquatch pattern with the, you know, like a little tapestry pattern, but make it into something. Maybe you could make tiny little tapestry like a rug. Have you seen like the mug rugs where they'll have like for the cup of coffee, you can make like a rug. I've made one of those in like a rainbow with fringe on the side and make like a Sasquatch picture on it. That would be cute. I don't know how you would do it, but I'm pretty sure that people have done it. If you search, probably if you search crochet Sasquatch, you'll find something on. But I think guys like Sasquatch, they like fishing, hunting. Yes, yes, Aspen, yes. I think that would be good for your area, right? Because you're kind of like woodsy, or not woodsy, but you're kind of like rural. I think that would be super cute for your area. And Aspen, I just thought, okay, beaver, you need to do something with beaver. You need to do something with the I Love Beaver. You need to do something crochet I Love Beaver. That would be so cute. And don't forget to give me a picture of the stickers because I know my husband wants I Love Beaver stickers. And I Love Beaver, just send a picture of whatever paraphernalia. I will send it to him and then I'll send you money and you can buy the stuff and then send it to us. Yeah, but Sasquatch, golfing, fishing, hunting. What do guys like to do? What do guys do? I don't even know. Hiking? I don't know. What do guys like? Need more time in the day. It's an I Love Beaver pattern. Oh, cute. Oh, that will be popular for you guys. So popular. Plus, it's like your area. That would be so cute, Aspen. Yeah, but I think Sasquatch stuff would be cute. Really cute. And I think guys like Sasquatch. I know I love Sasquatch stuff. I don't have any, but I think that would be super cute. Or camo. Anything camo, I think would be good for guys. I am a camo girl, but camo. Sports, yep, sports team, maybe things in colors of their sports teams. Yep. Especially if you're in like a cold area where maybe they would go to a football game or something like that. I can't wait to see your setup. Especially where you do the tapestry, where you do you could do any image, you could get it into a pattern for an image. Yeah. So why don't they like the woolen wear? I don't know. I don't know. My husband has a problem with the way that the yarn feels. He does not like acrylic. So Connie, maybe that has something to do with it because my husband will only wear 100% wool or 100% cotton, and he does not like the feel of acrylic. And I think that most yarns are acrylic yarns, so maybe that's it. Because he says he doesn't like the way that our yarn feels. And I can't stand the way wool feels. I can't use wool. It gives me itchy. It itches me. I have to go in this stitch And this yarn twists so much, it's hard to sometimes go into that stitch. All right. Yeah, wool you have to have like certain washing instructions. I cannot stand wearing anything wool. I like the acrylic, but I don't wear it like next to my skin. Maybe it's because like women wear layers and we have maybe like different layers where if we're gonna wear like I would never wear like something that's crocheted or knitted with the yarn like against my body unless it was cotton, the cotton soft yarn. But then again, I just don't, I'm not gonna wear it. I don't wear hardly anything that I make. I will tell you that. I just don't, I don't like the feel of the yarn like against my skin. So it has to be something that's not going to overwhelm me or be hot. And I get hot easy. So almost everything I make, I don't wear. I don't put it on. Okay, I gotta make though Allie's jumper. I want to make like I want to make a, so the things that went onto my wish list that I put on my phone was a star blanket and a shrug. I want to make a shrug. And I put Christmas stocking, I could think of that, and maybe some cat loaves. And that's all I could think of. So I cannot remember all the things that I had on my mental list once I went to write it down. So the next time I remember something, I gotta add it to my phone list. I totally like spaced it. I'm like, what was I even thinking? Okay, let me see where I am for length. And I think what I should have done on my pattern is instead of saying rows that I usually do and just keep going for length, maybe I should have done like, I usually do like a certain measurement, but then again, it's, you keep going with the poncho for as short or as long as you need to go. Like, it's all like, you just keep going until the length is good for you. So I think it's good. I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, so I'm gonna measure, all right, maybe another inch or so. Because I'm short with short arms. Slippers too, yeah. Slippers, yep. My grandmother used to make slippers for everybody in the family, and everybody absolutely loved them. As a kid, we wore them all the time, but we had carpeting, and I don't know. A lot of people just don't have the carpeting, and I would be afraid to sell any of those because if they fell, then I wouldn't want anybody falling. If they were wearing a pair of slippers and they fell, they could probably come after you for that. I think about that. All right, I'm just gonna do a few more, maybe like 1 or 2 more rows. And then I'll start the fringe. And I know in the past I've made my husband like neck warmers and things like that. I don't think they like the feel of it on their skin. Plus, my husband says that because he shaves, I think he said he shaves his neck or his beard area here, that it sticks to the yarn. Or picks, his beard pokes the yarn or beard haired or something where he has shaved, something like that sticks to the yarn or catches on the yarn or something. So men have different issues than we do when it comes to. But I know I've seen a lot of men crochet designers that create entire outfits of crochet, like pants, jackets, tops, shirts, everything. And maybe Aspen, another thing too, if you put like man cave, like on a tapestry that said man cave, because I think some men have like man caves or something like that. Girls have she sheds. Washable wool. Yeah, I don't know about wools. I never buy them. I have no idea about washable wools. Mittens, gloves, hats. Oh, oh, okay. This is my, all right. See, I'm on the last, this is my last of my two skeins here. So I'm using up, I'm just about out of the second skein. I'll just break into that third skein. Satchels and book bags. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Crochet is very, very popular. Very popular. And I think they have a mercerized mercerized yarn that makes it stronger, thicker, not thicker, but stronger and less stretchy. So it's great for bags, especially if you're going to put like heavy things in the bag. If you use mercerized, it's treated. They treat it. They treat the fibers, and that way it's stronger and it doesn't stretch as much and it doesn't break easy. So that's really good if you're going to be making anything for anything heavy. All right. Don't nod up on me here. Almost out of this. I know they wear a lot of beanies. I know men like beanies. And especially if they ski. I don't know if you're around, are you in a cold area where they would use hats and beanies? Guys are very particular too. At least my husband is. He will not wear anything I buy him that he doesn't like or make him. No, heat sensing yarn supposed to keep you alive. Oh no, I haven't seen that at all. I have not heard of that. Where is that? What type of yarn is that? It must be windy outside. Yeah, it's windy. I can hear the wind blowing the gate. We've got sun and blue sky, some clouds, and lots of wind, and it's cold, very cold. If I make something for my hubby, even if he hates, oh really? Mine will not. Mine will not. If I buy him for something for Christmas and he doesn't like it, he won't even open it out of the package. I've seen Christmas gifts that I've gotten him probably 20 years ago, still in the package in the garage in Maine. All right, this is it. That's the end of my skein 2. I'm breaking into skein 3. Usually I don't make them this big, but I'm starting to make them a little bit bigger because I've realized that not everybody is a tiny little, uh-oh. Did you hear my back cracking? My back going crack, crack, crack. Oh, really? He does. I give all of mine to Sophie. I'll be like, here, this didn't come out right. Do you want it? This came out all wrong. The misfits. Yes, we all have piles of misfits. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so sweet. That's really sweet. Yes, I've done that before, KB. Yes. Yeah, I've used the puffy yarn. Absolutely. Yep, I've done that. I know, isn't that cute? Dee? Yeah, they sell it in the craft stores and you can buy it and it's like you can use it on your like your socks or something for to make them not I've used that before. You like paint it on like little dots. I'm going to hide my end here while I have it. Hello, Sonia. Thank you. If nothing else, I'm colorful. Yeah, I've used that puffy stuff before. Gives them a little bit of grip. Thank you, Sonia. All right, hiding my end in here while I'm here. I'm gonna have a couple ends because I'm on my third skein of yarn. The only problem with doing like a poncho and hiding your ends is you have to sort of designate the front and the back. And usually I put the side of the poncho that I've joined all the ends, that's in the back. Like that I've joined all the rows, that goes in the back. And then the other corner that's nice and clean, I'll have that the front. And then if you need to designate the front and the back before you start sewing in your ends, because you don't want to sew your end in on the wrong side. So I'm going to wait and not cut that and not make it like Fort Knox until I decide which one's the front and which one's the back. And I'm switching mine every couple rows so that it's not twisting or bending at the tip a little bit. Oh, nice. You're working on a red and white blanket for Christmas. Awesome. What stitch are you doing? So we were talking earlier about doing what was it? What were we talking about? What is it called? Peppermint? Peppermint swirled candy? Can't remember what they're called. Peppermint swirled. It is so windy outside. Super, super windy. It's blowing my lights, my cords. Just normal, like a granny square stitch or double crochet, half double crochet. You're still a beginner. That's okay. Blankets are really fun to make. I do have beginner stitcher tutorial on here on YouTube. It's learn how to crochet today, and it shows you how to do a chain, a slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, weaving your work, turning chains, fastening off, all of that. Blankets are great to work on different stitches. Yes. Yep, it's excellent work to do your tension. On row 29. I gotta see what row I'm on. Let me see. I think I'm on row 30, and this will be my last row. I think this row I'm gonna do 30. Then I gotta do my fringe. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to look up a fringe maker and tag that into my link tree. Ooh, yeah, I do not do Christmas that much anymore. I just don't have time for it. Nobody's here. No one's living here. When I had kids, we did like over the top Christmas decorations. Like there's some years that I said, okay, get out every Christmas decoration we have, because we had a big house at the time. And I said, let's put everything up. Like everything that we have, let's put up everything. And everywhere was decorated. And now I don't have kids and they don't come around very often. So I hardly put up anything. All right, I see one space where I put, instead of 3 double crochets, I put 4, but I'm not changing it. It is what it is. That's the problem when I'm working on live. I might miss a little mistake, but it's barely noticeable. Not going to change it. Oh, thank you, Rajan. Yeah, and the problem with making like a tutorial is that you're going to have experienced crocheters, and then you could have totally beginner crocheters, and it's hard to make a video that both are gonna like, but I try to go slow enough to where beginners can follow, but not so slow that other crocheters will be like, oh, I can't take watching this, it's so slow. So I'm trying to do like a nice happy balance. I've got to work on the tutorial for this one right here that I started, because I grabbed this yarn and this is the only skein that I have in this colorway in this lot number. So I've got to hurry up and I've got to cut the yarn and decide what other colors I'm going to add to this, and hurry up and make another one in this colorway before I move on. I got to decide what colors. I think I'm going to go woodsy colors, maybe blues and tans, and I don't know yet. I have no idea what I have no plan for that. I'm just gonna wing it. Yeah, and they can speed up and slow down the videos, that's true. I've had a lot of people keep saying, you're going too fast, and it's like, you can stop the video at any time. You can stop the video, pause the video, catch up. You can speed it up, you can slow it down. You could decorate your little white tree. I know, that's Sophie's though. That little tree is Sophie's. I have my nativities. I have a ton of nativities. I have 2 Christmas trees that are about this tall from Target. And they're just sort of like snowed on, you know, like the green tree with like some snow on it. I put those up, and then I bought some shiny, sparkly, light up things from Target that were Christmas tree shaped, that were like iridescent, and they light up, and I have 3 of those, and that's it. That's all that's going up. And then, well, I shouldn't say that, because I have a few other little decorations I might put up. I have some Christmas stockings, so I don't have nothing, but I'm not putting up a tree anymore. It's just too much. Brown and ginger, or ginger would also work with the blues. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do like, I'm gonna pick through my yarn and just do some woodsy colors. I think I went a little longer than I would have went, but I was sort of doing a tutorial and I wasn't thinking of actually making the cardigan. I was just sort of like, okay, this is how you make the beginner star. But then I'm like, oh, I probably should make a cardigan out of this when I'm doing it. So then I'm like, oh, I didn't want to confuse people with the changing colors if they were total beginners. So I thought, okay, so what I'm going to do is make another one and go this far with the green. And then I've got to start, I think I'm going to do maybe 2 inches at a time. So I'm not changing colors every row, but maybe every second row. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. I work best when I just wing it and I don't plan. Oh, no, I'll be posting. No, it's not too early. Absolutely not, especially when you're crocheting, especially if you're going to sell stuff. Yeah, because I think Dee is already like totally into making Christmas stuff for her Christmas fairs, especially if you have a Christmas fair, because you want to get the stuff sold before, I think, even December starts. You want to have everything sold for Christmas, or a lot of it. Christmas Village is huge. Can't wait to set it up. Oh, that's going to be fun, Ivory. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, pause it, slow it down, speed it up. Yep. I don't know, but I keep having people leave comments. You're going way too fast. You're going way too fast. And it's like, how many times do I say in the video, you can slow it down? You in the settings? I've done it. You just go on your TV, especially if you're watching it on your TV, you just go to settings, speed, adjust speed. I put it half speed sometimes if I'm watching a fast tutorial. Or you can just stop it and you can catch up. And then I've stopped. If I'm doing a new pattern, if I'm watching, I'll just stop it. And then when I get caught up, I'll start it, and then I'll stop it, and then I'll get up, and I stop and start, and we watch tutorials like over and over again. Stop, start, rewind, stop, start. I don't know why it's confusing. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be like going in close to Christmas, unless maybe you're doing like fairs where you have a Christmas fair that's maybe in December and you have some Christmas stuff left, but you definitely don't want to, you want to get rid of your Christmas stuff as soon as possible. Yep. Yeah, you don't want it piling up, because then you have to store it. That's why we're going to look for outside cushions for our patio in like Lowe's and Home Depot before they get rid of it, because the squirrel ate a huge gigantic hole in our in our outside patio furniture cushions. So now we need to find them on sale. And I know the stores are not going to want to store all the cushions, so it's a great time to get it. Thank you so much, Rajan. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've got to maybe, I don't know, I'm kind of tired out by making these 2 lives. And I've got to make a snood for somebody. I've got to finish this poncho. So maybe tomorrow I will make another tutorial to make another another one of these things. All right, so we'll have 2 going at the same time and show people that it's best to work on 2 sides at the same time for your tension. And then I will maybe get some colorways next to this and decide what colors I'm adding to this. And maybe it'd be great to use up, you know how if you're making a project and you buy a bunch of yarn in the same die lot number, and then you don't use it all, so you have like 1 die lot number left over, skein left over, and a die lot number, and you don't want to use that because it's not the same as new die lot numbers, so you have like odd die lot number skeins left. So maybe I'll go through my yarn stash and pick out the colors that would go this, where I only have 1, where that's like a leftover random die lot number that I didn't use up, and mix stripes with this and just use up my anything that would go with this, like muted colors, blues, tans. I don't think I have any greens. Or maybe a sage green would match, and sage green is the most horrible color, I think, to die lot match, even if it's the same die lot match. So maybe I'll pick up a sage green. Yes. Yep. Yeah, so Lova, what are you making with it? So those are great to use up like on blankets, anything with scrap yarn or stripes, because if you're doing stripes, it's hard to say, it's easier to mix your color shades up with on stripes because they're not like close together. So it's easier to get away with slightly different shades of a dye lot. Yep, same name, but shades are off. Yep, it's the dye lot numbers. And I can tell you that I didn't know about dye lot numbers until I would say probably, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago. And I've taught my husband when he goes and he gets yarn, and I know that I'm working on, yep, yeah. If you're working on like a quilt or like an Afghan or something where you're going to do squares where they're separated, you might be able to get away with using different shades. It might not show, but if you're doing like something continuous, it'll show. Like when I'm doing pocket shawls, those are the worst because if the color's not the same, it's going to show up like a, it's just going to show up really bad, especially if you take a photo of it. It's going to show up more in the photo than it does in real life. And so, but if you're doing anything with like stripes, that's a good way to get rid of those random skeins that you got for a dye lot project, and now they're not going to match any other dye lots that you have. And I didn't even know about that. I swear until like maybe 4 years ago. I know it was before COVID because when I sent my husband out to get yarn during that shutdown, I would say, make sure you check the dye lots. And he would be at the yarn place checking dye lots. And so he knows now to look. If I'm doing a project where I need 3 or 4 of a dye lot, he knows to check the dye lot numbers. Or you can use your random ones on hats or bags or small projects. Get rid of them. Just get them out. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. If you're doing like, especially if you're going to connect it with border, and what I would do, I would like space them out so that people say, oh, maybe they're different. Maybe it was meant to be like that, like almost like an ombre of different things. I think that would be really pretty. When I went over my daughter's last night, I was working on this project. I never got to picking out Christmas colors for a Christmas cat pillow cover that I want to do. I want to do a mini in Christmas colors. I never got to that. But when I got home, I did make 4 squares of just like random colors because I have a ton of balls. And I thought, oh, I'm just going to make up a bunch of granny squares for my cat pillow covers. That way, if I get an order, like I'm supposed to be working on not a custom order, but a lady said, let me know when you have more cat pillow covers in stock. So I said, let me just use up some of these balls that I have and make up a bunch of random granny squares. And that way, when I get an order, I'll be like ahead of the game. So I got to work on that too. I have so many things that I just got to work on that I need like at least 2 or 3 of me. And they need to be working full time, like not sleeping, like just crocheting. If we ever get to the time where we have robots, I'm going to make mine like, okay, you do all the house cleaning and then you work on these crochet projects and you work on these crochet projects and you're just going to work on them. And if they don't need to sleep, they can just be crocheting. Can you imagine if we get to the point where we have robots crocheting for us? Oh. My mom used to make 1 row in one day lot, the next in another day, and it looked ombre-ish. Oh, I never even heard of that, Dee. And your mom used, I never even knew about dye lots. I never knew about that. Hello, Karen. Hello, KB. Me too, Melody. Oh, with the robot thing? I'm like, okay, what do we think? What are we talking about? Yeah, can you imagine if we get to the point where we have robots and we can tell them to like do stuff? Okay, you're the cooker, you're the cleaner, and you two get crocheting. I'd have one driving me around for sure. Grocery shopping, errands. Oh, that would be a super cute idea. Yeah, I've got to do one. I've got to do one. maybe that's what I'll use up all my random. I don't even think I have one skein, full skein of red. So I'm gonna pick my, no, okay, we were talking yesterday. Do you think I could mix red with like a burgundy? Or should I do, I think what I'm gonna do, I think what I decided to do was bright red and bright green on one pillow cover, and then muted colors like sage green, forest greens, and wine colors, burgundy colors, those type of Christmassy colors on another one. So I think I'll have two. Yeah, 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 yeah. We saw that. It's called Aya or something like that. Yeah, we went to see that movie. Yeah, yeah, we went to see that one, and she couldn't do anything physically, but she could run everything like computer wise. Like she took over their finances. She read to them stories. She read the kids stories. She helped them with their homework. She could control their phones, the lights, the finances, like the checkbooks and finances, things like that, and bills and things like that. But she couldn't like drive. She couldn't like do anything. She couldn't leave. She was just stationary. Yep, that's a good idea. I have to remember to put little hats on. I think little hats, I'm only gonna be doing a 4x4 one, I think. So maybe just putting Christmas hats on each one of the cats. I think that would be so cute. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, so if I look weird, it's because I feel like excuse me, I had to sneeze. Just different Christmas hats. Yes, it would be cute. Two with Christmas hats and two with scarves. Dee, that's even a better idea. Yes, that would be such a cute idea. All right, I gotta remember to work on that. I gotta remember to go through and pick out my bright Christmas colors and my muted Christmas colors. Thank you. All right, when I get to the end of this row, then I've got to start working on the fringe, and I didn't bring my fringe maker out here. I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to change projects. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change projects. Holiday confetti, yeah. This one is the holiday confetti. This one is so beautiful. The big twist with the sparkle. Isn't that so pretty? Yeah, oh, that would be beautiful for the kitties, but this is expensive yarn. We really can, really expensive, but that's gorgeous. I'm gonna try to make the beanies didn't sell. I think I've sold two beanies. So maybe I'll just make the warmers. But yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ear warmers that have not sold, but I'm looking right now and I don't have any Christmas colors. So maybe I just needed to make Christmas colors. And I think instead of making them in the Y and V pattern, I'm going to make them in my pattern, my scarf pattern that Dee suggested. So I've got to work on that pattern, and maybe I'll make that out of this pretty color, because you can make a whole entire ear warmer with just one of these. They don't take a lot of yarn. And I love the sparkle. It has that sparkle that's really super pretty, and I love the colors, but it would be staticky, I think. Yeah, that's gonna be super cute. Wait till Christina sees that. She's gonna think she needs one, because she's the one that asked for the fall cat pillow cover, and she had a pumpkin in the middle, and it came out so adorable. Lisa B makes pillows like mine, and she makes, and then I think she does something with her cat. She puts like maybe fishes or something on the pillows. She does the cat pillow covers now, and then she also makes pillows. She also makes some pillows with pies, like pumpkin pie or some sort of pies that she has that she puts on hers. All right. Ooh, I'm at the end of this row. All right, I've got to connect right here, and that's it. All right, now I'm going to start working on the fringe, which I'm going to have to run into the house and grab my fringe maker because I didn't bring it out. Oh, I know, yes. When did you say you're going to get your stuff? How long from now? Did you say you're coming to the United States or is she sending the stuff to you? I can't remember what you said. All right, hopefully I'm sewing this on the right. Yeah, I think I'm on the right side. What I do is I start out on the right side and then I go back and forth a little bit and then, all right, so I just look at the beginning of my poncho and that'll tell me what side. I love having a pattern for sale. Every time I hear a cha-ching, oh, that reminds me, I didn't check my orders. I seen that I got an order this morning when I was on my live and I've totally forgot. I gotta see what somebody ordered. Plus I have to make the snood that somebody ordered. Well, they haven't ordered yet, they want one. They want a black snood. Okay, that's done. Maybe I'll start the snood because I need to make my snood. And I'll stop working on this. And then once you put fringe on it, it does make it a tiny little bit longer too. That's gonna be pretty. Pretty colorway. All right, I'm gonna run and get my fringe maker so I can sit out here and add some fringe. My sister is visiting her friend in the States and she's gonna pick up the order, oh, and bring them back. Oh, in about 8 days. All right, okay guys, I'm gonna be back in 1 minute. I will be right back. I'm gonna go get my fringe maker. And I'm getting shocked. freezing. It is freezing here. All right, I gotta find something. Oh, did I take off my glasses? I did. I took off my glasses in there. I'll be right back. Shoot. All right, I'm getting the shock. Ooh, it feels like the Arctic out there. It is so cold and windy. Brr. It is freezing. Oh my gosh, it's so cold, so cold, so cold. All right, I'm running out of room here. I got so many things going on. It is freezing. Oh. Whew. All right. I gotta find one of these and put it up on my LINKTREE on my TikTok, because I did buy one that is okay. It's not as great as this one, but it works. Why is that sticky? Why is that sticky? What was I cutting? Oh, I was probably cutting tape. All right, those scissors are a little sticky, so. Oh, oh, that's nice of you, Rajan. Yeah, the dish scrubbies, especially the Halloween ones. I thought they were so cute, and they just never sold. But that's no big deal. Eventually they might sell, but I'll know not to, like, I'm not gonna make more of them. So whatever I sell, whatever I made that didn't like sell, sell good, I'm not gonna make more. It's a learning thing. All right, so Wood and Soil sent you a little something, a coupon. I bought another thing from Wood and Soil. No, Wood and Soil. I bought a little, she has a little round, I think I can't remember, chubby or something like that. It's like a round circle, and it has the design. I got the wildflower design, and then has tiny little bead legs on the bottom, just little round circle beads, wooden beads. And I'm gonna use it in my product, like photos and stuff, because it's so pretty. I think all of her stuff is so gorgeous. And I don't know if anybody follows her, but she packed an order from Mama Tot. Mama Tot ordered from her, and she was packing an order, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. So I'm gonna be, her orders, the things that I bought from her have shipped, and I think they're gonna be coming in soon. I can't wait to show. I ordered, I think I ordered 2 different designs of the crochet hook holders. I was gonna order like the key holder thing to hook my beautiful scissors on, but I didn't. I ended up ordering the little chubby thing because it was cheaper. Thank you, Rajan. You've been so kind already, so. It's always funny, like, what sells and what doesn't sell. Like, you never know. It's just like videos. You never know, like, what video is going to be popular, what's not going to be popular. You just never know. It's a tedious project, putting on the fringe. Dee, I hope you're not wasting all kinds of time working on that poncho that you don't need to. Don't think you need to finish it on my account. I hope you're gonna sell it at your fairs, right? You're gonna sell the poncho? And I made a tiny little poncho. Did everybody see for my little doll that Donna made? I made a tiny little poncho of it. And I put it on my little doll. Now she's got a top, but nothing on the bottom. I think my neighbor wants it. Oh, nice. What colorway did you make it in? And oh, I forgot to put on my list on my phone. I want to make a giant, 3 giant granny square ponch. What do you call them? Ponchos or wraps? If you're gonna make 3 giant granny squares, oops, 3 giant granny squares and connect them with fringe. I think that's a wrap, right? A wrap or a shawl. I don't think that's a poncho. I think it'd be only a poncho if it goes over your neck. Is that correct? Like a neck hole? But I think if you were going to make 3 gigantic granny squares, I think that'd be super fast. I think it'd work up really, really fast. And you could do a scrappy one. That's on my list to do. I've got to add it. Okay, I'm running. My legs are so short. I don't have room on my lap to add my fringe without my poncho falling off my legs constantly. That's why I work on my bed most of the time. Then I have plenty of room on my lap. I will pick. Oh, nice. Oh, you did it in 5 colors? Cool. Is she going to pay you? Is she going to buy it? All right, that comment is still there. I've got to go pick up my husband's car today. So it's 2 o'clock. And how long have I been on? Oh, I've been on over an hour? Okay, I'm going to get off at 90 minutes. That's an hour and a half, right? 90 minutes. So what is in 90? What is in 3 minutes? Okay, Ziggy, set an alarm for 5 minutes. 5-minute alarm set for 2:05 p.m. All right, I'm gonna get off in 5 minutes, guys. That'll give me 90 minutes. I'm not gonna be on here all day. I forget that. I don't want to hog everybody's day watching me. Yeah, she wanted a shawl and then saw the poncho. Nice. Yeah, so do you guys consider a poncho, is it a poncho if it goes over your head, if it has a neck hole? I want to try 3 giant granny squares in scrappy colors with fringe, and I think that would work. And it would be, just be like a wrap type shawl, but it would be 3 giant granny squares. Yeah, so if it goes over your head, it's a poncho, and if it's not, it's a shawl or a wrap. It is so windy. Aspen, is it so windy where you are? It's so windy right now. It's blowing the gate of our patio. Wrought iron gate, like constantly. I think that would be pretty. Again, who knows when I'm going to be making it. First thing on my list to do is I got to see what that girl ordered. I'm almost hoping, I'm hoping it's nothing that I have to make. And then I've got to make a snood for somebody. And then I've got to work on doing a cat pillow cover. I've got to finish this poncho. Tomorrow I'm going to work on making more videos for YouTube. Hello, Susan. How are you? How are you? I'm going to be getting off in like 2 minutes. I've been on for almost an hour and a half, I believe. And this is on top of the TikTok I did. TikTok live. And my daughter's coming over here and we're going to go get the car. My husband left at the airport this morning. It's just so ice cold here today. Ziggy, what temperature is it?
Right now, it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit.
It is 52, 52 degrees. And the wind is so strong right now that it makes it feel like it's 42 degrees. I will not be walking in this weather, I can tell you that. I can do cold, but I can't do wind and cold. You're glad to see me. Thank you. I did my TikTok live this morning. I don't know if you missed that or not. I'm going back on. I'm just going to plug away. I'm going back on and minding my own business. And I'm putting on the, you can't see what I'm doing, but it's warm. It's 52 degrees here. You can't see. I'm adding fringe right now to my poncho. You can actually hear the wind howling. It is ice cold here. I heard it is like, it was, they were saying this morning was 80 degrees in New Jersey. I cannot imagine that in November. Oh, there it is. All right, guys. I've taken enough of your day. Ziggy's off. Ziggy off. Thank you guys for joining in. I appreciate it so much. Showing you to my daughter-in-law. Hello. Hello. How are you? Usually we have a lot more bright, you usually have disco music on the TikToks lives, but here it's just so boring. So I'm going to get off. Everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you for Dee, Aspen, and Kimberly for being my mods. Thank you so much. And Rajan, have a great day. And everybody else in here, have a wonderful day. And we will see you some other time. Bye, guys.